done it. I'm doing Vlogmas. 15 days of Vlogmas. Ah! Welcome to the Bake Book. Today I'm going to be doing the I Never book tag. I was tagged by Anna at A World Hopper. I will link her channel below. She's lovely. Her book taste is slamming. Go ahead, check out her channel. Subscribe if you like. Number 1. I never read that. Name a book that you've never read, but everybody else has. So pretty much every book. So I don't read a lot of series, and I've noticed like online on Bookstagram and BookTube, there's a lot of series readers. So for example, like right now, I'm reading Goblet of Fire. So I haven't read the rest of the Harry Potter series. And like A Chord of Fury or a Chord of, I don't know, A Chord of Mass and Fury or whatever. I've never read that, and I really don't have like any desire to either. I'm not really a big series reader. I've read a few, like I've read The Hunger Games. I really could have been all right with just reading one. I don't wonder what's happening, because I feel like a lot of series, they start out very formaically, and it's like the same intro and like the same kind of resolution with the same kind of like conflict structure in the middle, so it's not enough of a plot twist for me. And for the most part, I feel like that series are more plot driven, and I really like books that might not have a lot of plot but have really intense characters. Pretty much any series on the internet. I never read anything so awesome. Name your favorite book. So probably one of my favorite books that I've read this year was The Goldfinch. I just thought it was amazing, and when I was reading it, it was beautiful. It was like a work of art that she was writing, master crafter with her words, and it's really inspiring. And I don't know if it's like my favorite book ever, but it was just really amazing and very awesome to see like the capabilities and the talents that like some people can have. Holy crap, like some people are just so smart. I never thought I would get through that. Name a book that you didn't like but powered through anyway. Okay, so this might have been like the worst book I've read all year. No, it was like maybe like the second or third to worst. The worst book I read was about body language. It was so bad. And you know what? I powered through that all the way. I don't know why I did that. But the one I'm meaning to talk about is Lock-In by John Scalzi. It was just, I just hated it. I didn't have anything else to read, and my husband just had shoulder surgery, so I had to like, I was going through books really quickly, so I just read it in a day because I had to like nurse him back to health. I powered through it, and I mean, whatever, I'm not like mad I did, but I'm never gonna read anything from that guy again. I will never finish that. Name a book or a series that you don't plan on finishing. It's actually by Ernest Hemingway, The Sun Also Rises, and I just hated it, and I really think I hate Hemingway. Like the writing, I think is really boring, and I know that people really love it, but to me, like The Sun Also Rises was just like, oh yes, you've never seen life unless you've had youth in Paris. You are so out of touch, Ernest Hemingway. I know you're a classic, and maybe you have some like thought-provoking stuff, but right now you're just pissing me off. I never wanted to admit it. Name a book that you were embarrassed to say you read, or you were embarrassed to like get caught reading. I was staying at a warehouse loft, and we had like a collective library where we would like put books to like borrow and take and stuff like that. And there was the 50 Shades of Grey series, so I picked it up, and I think I read the first one, and I think I read half of the second one, and it wasn't that bad. I don't read a lot of erotica, but I just don't think it was that controversial, honestly. I read O, the Parisian erotica, and that was kinky. That was nasty and naughty, but this was just kind of annoying, honestly. I just felt like the characters were like really whiny, and I don't know, I just didn't think it was like that kinky. Like, yeah, okay, this billionaire dude has a dungeon, just like all the other billionaire dudes, right? Like, isn't that what you do when you have a lot of money? You just like have sex with people and do whatever you do in your dungeon? Lame. I never read anything so heartwarming. Name a book or a series that really touched your heart. I just finished this one maybe like last week. Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. Oh my god. It's so sweet. In the middle, it was kind of slow for me because like my favorite character went away, and they weren't like living in the same town together. And this is like an interesting one because the main character is an introvert, which doesn't happen that much. But anyway, like they reunite, and it's just like the sweetest thing. It makes you have hope for people, and like this is a rational way to deal with the situation. Like this makes a lot of sense. This is very intuitive. This is very loving. This is like the potential of people. And I didn't like cry, but I was definitely getting a little, oh god. Oh. I never laughed so hard. Name a book that made you laugh out loud. Okay, here's like a couple. The Russell Brand biography, I think it's called A Bookie Wookie or something. There's a Tracy Morgan book, his autobiography, and oh man, I laughed multiple times. There was one time, he was talking about being like 12 years old and like pooping in puddles. No, I mean, if you read it, like, maybe you'll laugh out loud. You gotta read it. I never could have made it throughout childhood without it. Name your favorite childhood book or series. Probably The Velveteen Rabbit. I don't really remember what that book was about. Something about like a crusty old rabbit and a sickness and the plague. I don't know. But anyway, I was like kind of like obsessive about that book when I was growing up. When I was like a little kid, like I always needed to know where it was, and I always needed to like read it and have it because I didn't want that book to have like the separation anxiety that like the stuffed animal did, so I made sure it was like always around. I don't even know if I really liked it that much. I just felt like obligated towards it, which is really weird because it's just a book. All right, and that's it for the tag. I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 16. Tomorrow, what is tomorrow? Friday? Happy Friday. Happy early Friday. Or maybe, you know, like it lives on the internet for a while, so it's gonna be like Friday sometime. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Hey. That's all I got for you now. So I'm gonna tag some people. I'm gonna tag Lisa at brandnewbooksmell, Laura at nargle catcher, and Vanessa at splitreads. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Asexual, but then it turned out he was just self-conscious because he had a small dick.